Hi, what can I get for you this morning? Alright, seems easy enough. I'll get that to you in just a minute. Uh, you know, I think I find it quite interesting that you've been consistent in being our first customer of the day every weekday for the past few months. Well, of course I've noticed. What else is there to do? Count the coffee grounds? Count the number of outbreaks. Huh. Have there really been that much in the past month? Pretty sure there hasn't been many recently. I think they're doing a pretty good job at keeping it contained. Well, yeah, you're right. There's always bound to be a vampire that escapes, finding their way into the general public, unsuspected. Eh, I don't know. Human error, perhaps? Oh, right. That professor. The one that got outed as a vampire? Yeah, of course I've heard about it. The whole campus got shut down for a while over it. How could I not know about it? Eh, Yeah, I guess that was the exception. But how long ago was that? Yeah, that that's pretty recent, all right. Well, on that lovely note, here's your drink. Uh, how are you gonna pay? Cash or card? Great, sounds good. Um, hey, I don't mean to be too nosy, but can I ask you something? Well, I'm just curious. Why don't you come on weekends? I mean, it's not like, it's a big deal, but I was just wondering. You show up every morning before class, Monday through Friday, but I've never seen you on Saturday or Sunday. Most of our regulars show up on the weekends, but not the weekdays. So you're kind of, on the opposite side of that spectrum. Oh, you just don't have energy on Saturday mornings? That's understandable. Um, what about Sunday? Ah, you go to church. Makes sense. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel like there's been more people going to church ever since the first vampires were found. Yeah, the church is supposed to make people feel more secure, so I don't blame them for trying to seek, well, security. Were you one of those people? One of the people that started going after the incident? Uh, I see. You never really stay back to talk to me like this. So, what's the occasion for today? Ah, you've got school off today, but you have an essay to do. Hmm. If that's the case, it's a bit of a shame that you can't enjoy your day off. But hey, just to throw it out there, you could always get that assignment done here. Hell, coffee shops are a signature study spot after all. And you could always grab another drink or two while you work. Oh, of course, I'm not just saying that to increase sales. I would never. Uh, okay, well, fine. Maybe that's a part of it. But it's a really small part of it, trust me. But I really do think it would benefit you to get your work done here. Oh, you didn't bring your laptop, did you? That's no issue. You can just get it and come back. Hey, I knew you'd give in. I'll see you in a few minutes, okay? Oh, hey, you're back. I'm on my break, and, what are you up to? Mind if I take a look at what you're working on? Yes, I'm on my lunch break. You do know it's almost noon, right? Yeah, time does fly by when you're working on something, huh? Hmm? Why am I not eating if I'm on my lunch break? Well, I'm just not hungry. Never been a lunch kind of guy, you know? What do you mean? What do I mean? I just don't like having lunch often. Honestly, I think breakfast and dinner are just better. Subjectively, of course. Well, look, that aside, what's this you're working on? What? Can I take a look? Oh, come on, it can't be that bad. Let me. Oh. Oh. There's practically nothing there. What have you been doing this whole time? Just thinking. um, so what's this paper even on? That's probably a pretty good start, right? Oh, really? That's actually something I'm pretty good at. So, if you needed, I could help you, or I could do it for you if you wanted. Nothing expensive. Just in exchange for an extra tip whenever you stop by. What, you think I'm joking? Not only am I good at this stuff, I actively enjoy it. I'd love to help. Hey, look, I doubt you've ever heard of this before, but look, someone is begging you to let them do your work for you. But there's a time and place for everything. So, now is that time. Okay, look, here's my idea. We meet up somewhere before this thing is due, and I can write your essay with you to give you the chance to actually absorb the information. Think of it as tutoring, but with less work for you. Well, I can't exactly just write it for you, because then the professor will just mark it and you won't learn anything, which probably isn't a good idea for you, huh? Yeah, that way you get to submit your work, potentially get perfect grades, and you learn something. I'd say it's a pretty solid plan, don't you agree? I'm just saying, it's quite the opportunity. I wouldn't pass it up if I were you. So, will you do it? You will? Okay, that's great. So when is this thing due exactly? What? 2 days? Okay. That changes a few things. Look, we'll make this work, and here's my number. We can work out a day and time later, since right now my break is actually about to be over. All right? And here, that's my number. If you want, you can put my name as Icarus. And yes, that's my real name. You can only imagine how many sun-related jokes people made of me as a kid. Examples? Uh, well, when I was 15, I went on a trip with family overseas, and of course, we went by plane. My friends thought it was so funny to text me before the flight saying, make sure you don't fly too close to the sun. Like, what? I wasn't even the pilot. I didn't have control over that. And if I was the pilot, that would be very concerning. Since, I don't think a 15-year-old should be qualified to be anywhere near a cockpit. Oh, sorry, I went off on a little rant there, but look, before I get back to work, you think I could get your name? It's beautiful. It suits you. How do you spell it? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I tend to mess up my friends' names, like, even if I've known them for years. So I'm gonna try to be better when it comes to that. What? Hey, it's not my fault that my friend never told me that it was Micheal instead of Michael. Alright? There's different ways to spell it. English is hard. Well, I think a better way to work around this would be to spell every name the same way. We don't need 8 different ways to spell Caitlin or Elliot. You get me? Alright, look. That's it for me. Time to go back to work. But remember to text me or call me. I don't mind. Since I think you're gonna need this help. 2 days due date? Really? And you've only worked on that much? Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. I'll see you around, okay?